This is a 2013 Honda Civic Si. In fact, it's my 2013 Honda Civic Si. I've had this car for about 6 months now. This is gonna be my first ever video on the channel with it. Never made any other video besides this Forester one, which I made like during quarantine. But this is gonna be the start of my YouTube channel. So I'm super excited. Today I'm gonna be going over the things that I like about it. The dislike things kind of, but we can make a separate video on that. But it's mostly just overviewing the car, the exterior of it, the interior, driving impressions, and how 6 months already I've owned the car, how it's been, how it's treated me for 6 months. So let's get to it. So let's just start out with the basics. I'm not gonna really sugarcoat anything. Whatever you guys would like to know, I'll hopefully cover it in this video, and if not, I'll also cover it in the comments if anybody wants to know specific information. First of all, this is a 2013, so there is key differences between this and the 2012 and the 2014-15 SI models. Those were the years that the 9th gen ran. Pretty short model run, if you ask me personally, compared to every other generation. But there are key differences that you can tell. They're not big, very slight, but very key differences that you can tell between a 2013 and every other generation. So the first difference that you're going to be able to tell that this is a 2013 over any other generation is the wheels. The wheels are 17-inch. They're the same exact ones as the 2012. The only difference with the 2013s, you get the black inserts right inside of each spoke. On the 2012s, it's pretty much mostly all silver aluminum finished. And on the 2014 and 15 models, those are going to be the 18-inch blades. Those are way cooler. I actually bought a set of those for my car. I'm going to be putting them on soon once I get tires for them, which I'm pretty excited about. And the other key difference is the mirrors. On the 2014 and 15 model, you get this camera right here. This is for your blind spot camera. In the interior, which I will get to in a little bit, when you have the touchscreen and the red interior on the 14 and 15s, you get a blind spot camera, which whenever you turn your turn signal on, the camera will then project onto the screen inside, and you will be able to see your blind spot when you're making a lane change. Those are the only really key differences on the exterior of a 2013. Everything else you see that might be slightly altered over an OEM is really stuff that I changed. The only things that I've done was OEM Type R emblems. Call me Ricer, yeah, light me up in the comments. And the other thing I have done besides stickers was these clear eagle eye tail lights. I really wanted OEM hybrids because in my opinion I feel like those look the best and they're OEM, but your boy don't got too much money like that, so these will do for now. I think these look amazing, especially when it's not super light outside and the running lights are on. I think these look amazing. Nice little Mugen license plate holder right there. Those are the only things I've done to this car, just the tail lights and the badges pretty much. I do plan on getting my 18-inch blades, like I said, soon. Really soon. We have a huge list of things to do to this car that I really hope to do during my ownership. I plan on owning this car for a very long time. I just love the way it drives. I'm gonna get into that in a little bit though. Let's check out the inside of the car. So on the inside of the car, excuse my floors, there are some differences that you will see compared to the 2013 and the 2012, 14, and 15 models. One key difference, this entire interface right here. On the 2012s, you don't get this carbon fiber finish. You get just your normal silver kind of aluminum look finish, but you still get this unless you have the navigation package on both the 2012 and 13s. On the 2014 and 15s, you actually get a screen right here. It's a lot nicer than this. As far as I know, the screen is really one of the only things here in this interior that's changed. And then the seats. The seats, these are for 2012 and 13 SIs only. All black with the red stitching and the SI logo embroidered right there. Kind of same, black with slightly red stitching, but not really as cool as the front. In the 14 and 15s, you do get the red inlays right here, which I love. Another thing I plan on doing to this car, really want to do a 2014/15 interior swap. You do get a sunroof right here. It's one thing I love about this car. For all my slick top people, you might not like this, but I think this is a very good addition, and you get a standard. So don't mind my floor mats, they're really dirty, but if you're a true enthusiast, one thing you will realize, sorry about the glare, is that these are not OEM 9th gen floor mats. So the story about those actually is that these, I believe, quote me if I'm wrong in the comments, I believe are EP3 SI floor mats. So that was like early 2000s, the hatchback with the dashboard shift knob or whatever. Yeah, these are those floor mats. Don't know why the previous owner put them on this car, but something I gotta live with for now. I plan on getting HFP floor mats for the car from a Coupe SI 9th gen, and I think that would really set the interior off with the red. That is one thing for sure that I would change about this interior. So now that I have explained to you guys almost everything on the exterior and interior of this car, it's not really much since I didn't really mod it too much yet. Let's get to some exhaust clips. It's my first time actually recording an exhaust clip for this car. It's stock exhaust, so don't expect much, but let's see how she sounds. So we are gonna have the air on for this run, and in this segment I'm essentially just gonna go through you the driving impressions, how I feel when I drive the car, how it really does act. One thing I forgot to mention, which actually now is the perfect time, the car has 148,000 miles. I bought the car with 142,000 on the odometer. Has never skipped a beat on me once, knock on wood. I haven't gotten any sort of lights at all yet. Haven't had to deal with any major issues. I was able to do my own oil change on this car, and I'm learning everything I can with this car, you know? This is my first car, like I said, so it is a learning experience, but it's a very fun learning experience. Let's do a little bit of a downshift to third real quick. And this car right now, I'm not riding on the best of tires. I'm riding on some low-key beaten up all seasons. This car handles amazing. Not saying you should do that though, but it handles amazing. This can take the beating. The 6-speed shifter, super notchy. Not super notchy, but it's pretty damn notchy for a factory shifter. It's a 6-speed. This thing shifts through each gear perfectly, flawlessly. You know exactly which gear you're going into. I really see no complaint. Everybody knows Honda makes some of the best shifters on the market. Not even trying to fanboy or have a bias. It's just the honest truth. This car, like I said, it's a 2013, so you're not going to be expecting much out of this car in modern day standards. Car's only got 201 horsepower from factory. It's making all of that power out of a 2.4 liter K24 Z7 motor, and everybody knows, or most Honda guys know, this car has very mixed opinions. It only has VTEC on one side of the cam. I don't remember if it was the intake or exhaust side, so I'm not even gonna try to attempt to guess. But it only has VTEC on one side of the cam. unlike the 8th Gen SI, which I actually was looking at before I bought this car. The 8th Gen SI is what you would say has true VTEC, 8200 RPM red line. Sting only revs up to, I believe, 7100, if I'm correct. Around there, at least specifically this one. But it's between $7,000 and $7,500. But this car has a lot more torque. Not a lot more, but it has a bit more torque than an 8th Gen SI. That wasn't my best shifting, but we'll take it. I've been learning how to shift a little bit more quickly in this car. I learned how to downshift rev match, and I'm also learning how to do heel toe. It's a little bit harder, but I'm getting used to it. This car can comfortably fit 4 people or 4 adults. I fit my family into this car. I fit some friends in here. Really has no issue doing so, especially as a young kid like me. This car is pretty much perfect for a young enthusiast that wants to get into cars. The only really important thing I have left to say is just what I have to do with this car. Not really planning on much yet. I really want to focus on the exterior looks. It has a lot of stuff that needs to be done before I could go true performance. Just want to make this car look nice. Coilovers, nice wheels. I want to get some HFP rear coupe spats on it so I can kind of have an all-around full lip kit, kind of that looks OEM plus. Carouse, aero flap, you know, stuff like that. For sure, window tint and the window deflectors. After all that's done, then that's when I plan to do full bolt-on mods. Plan on going full bolt-on and tuned for a while. Then really want to make this thing into a track monster. Looking for an all-motor setup like a K20 Z3 head swap, or maybe even going supercharged. So on that note, I'm gonna end the video here. I would like to thank you guys all and appreciate you guys all for watching this, and hope to see more of you guys in the future. This is just the start of an amazing journey for me, and I'll be uploading a bunch of content that isn't just with me and my car, but with some of my buddies and other cars and events as well. So on that note, thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you guys on the next one.